Welcome back to part 2 of why I think most people struggle to manifest. For this video I will explain the last mistake that I think hinders some of us from manifesting. Mistake number 3, not being present and trying too hard. I think this is also quite a big mistake, although it is not as big as the first two. Again, you can watch part 1 of the video. A lot of people have problems detaching from their desire, and because of that, they get too obsessed with it. This is especially true when it comes to their special person. I was also a victim of this. When I was manifesting my special person, I was so obsessed with her at one point in time that probably 2 minutes couldn't pass without me thinking about her. This is not healthy and good for my mental health. I know a lot of you listening to this are in the same position right now, but I would constantly think about her, then I was worried about my future. I started thinking about how and when my desires will come to me, then I would think about my past, then I was repeating that cycle all day long. So I spent the least amount of my time living in the present moment. Too many people look at this manifesting stuff like it is their second job or something like that. And I was like that too not long ago. That's one of the reasons why I started this channel, and also I don't like to put methods on a pedestal too much. During a period of maybe 1 or 2 months I was doing this. I wake up and then as soon as I can, I grab a piece of paper and pen that were right by my bed, and I write some stupid affirmations about my special person 3 times, and I read them. Then I come home from the college tired as hell, just wanting to chill or maybe take a nap, but no, before that I need to write it again and read it 6 times. Same thing before going to sleep, as you may guess, writing and reading it for 9 times, tired to the point when I can't even look, my eyes closing, but I need to write and read it 9 times before I go to sleep, because then it will work and I'll have my special person. I was stuck in a cycle that if I don't, then I'll never have them because I skipped it one time. So now the progress is ruined. It is actually so stupid, and it felt like a job and something I absolutely have to do. I was putting all my trust in a method instead of putting my faith in myself and in God or the universe. I finally became tired of manifesting my special person because I didn't see any progress and decided to let it all go. Let this be kind of warning to all people who are listening to this and are currently trying to manifest. Don't make the same mistake I did, because you won't get your manifestation and you'll spend hours of time and so much energy into nothing. So yeah, don't try too hard. It is a paradox because people think that in order to get something, you need to work hard for it. It is true to a certain degree, but don't try it too hard, you know? Put some faith in God and universe also, and let it do its thing and help you. You don't need to do it all by yourself. Manifestation and life itself, it is all a game. Have fun with it. I know it is a game that sometimes really tests us in our mental health, but it's not all that serious. One of my favorite quotes is, don't take life too seriously, but spend some time in the present moment. It is all we have. Why spend all your life remembering and dreaming? Live a little bit. You'll realize if you think about it for some time, that you feel most alive when you're fully present. When you are spending time with your friends, entirely occupied with present moment, you don't have time to worry or think of anxious thoughts. You are fully in the moment. When you are fully present, you'll realize, and when you can turn off your thoughts, you'll realize that you are truly happy in those moments. And happiness is one of the highest vibrations you can be in. Therefore, being in that vibration will get you good things that will literally be attracted to you. Time is literally flying. I sometimes wonder where all that time went. Stop for a few times a day, perhaps when you meditate, and enjoy the present moment and be grateful for it. This is the youngest you'll ever be for the rest of your life. Be grateful and enjoy little moments in your life. And don't tell me that you don't have anything to be grateful for. You can be grateful that you're listening to this video. You can be grateful about the fact that you have eyes and ears, which enable you to learn about law of attraction, and that can change your life. Just find the smallest thing and you'll soon find yourself noticing all other things which you feel grateful for. Now, I don't know if it's because of meditation or because my mindset really changed. I'd say over the span of 3 days, my mindset changed. I don't know what exactly the reason is, but for a week or 2, I was very much more relaxed and detached from my manifestations. I still desire them, and God knows that, but I am absolutely fine if they don't happen. Although I know they will. I don't know if I felt this calm about my desires since I started learning and practicing this a year ago. I think reasons for this are reading my favorite Bible verses, and honestly just being tired of trying to be perfect and trying to make every step of this journey perfectly. I kind of stopped caring, and my faith increased suddenly because of that. I also feel like my desires are much closer to me now. I guess it is a sign that detachment really works. I would recommend starting meditation. Meditation enables you to stay in the moment and be present. That being said, stop trying too hard. Now you know that you are manifesting even when you are not aware of it, even when you don't know that manifesting is a real thing. So if you can do it effortlessly, then why would you be trying too hard now? let's move on into putting things into action. Now, before I get into explaining affirmations, I just want to speak a little about action. Some people say you need to take action, and some people say you don't need to do anything. Your desire will come to you instead of you running after it. In my view, both are correct. If you are manifesting something like smaller amount of money or a trip or something like that, it is likely that it will find you and you will one day just get the money or get the trip out of thin air. But on the other hand, if you want something specific like being a state champion in tennis, you have to take action by training hard. It's more like preparing yourself so you can be ready when opportunity arrives to you. Sometimes the thing you desire doesn't come to you directly. In this case, it would probably come to you as an invite to some tennis tournament in which you can participate and win it. Therefore, by training, you are now in a better position to obtain it. Basically, it all just depends on what you're manifesting. What I would suggest is to take some small actions every time if you can. For example, when you order new shoes, you probably throw away the old ones, give them to someone, you make space for them in your closet, etc. If you want to take a trip to, let's say, to Africa, then plan how you'll spend your time there, what places you'll visit, etc. Because you ordered your desire from God and you know it's coming, then you should prepare yourself to receive it, right? If you are going to the beach or swimming pool, you put on your trunks or swimming suit, you bring cold beverages, towels, balls, sunscreen, etc. You prepare yourself because you know you'll need those things. In the same way, take action by preparing yourself to receive your desires. By doing that, you also show your faith to God or the universe that you are ready for your desires. You expect them to come to you soon because they are on their way. You must take action with a positive attitude, with faith and expectancy. If you take action but you don't believe in yourself or in God, then it's useless. Again, you build your faith by learning and understanding. Okay, let's move on to some helpful techniques I do, and some of this won't even require too much effort on your part. Number 1, affirmations. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:21. It doesn't have to be you affirming 10 times in the morning, at lunch, and before you sleep. Affirmations are simple. It's self-talk. Everyone on this planet talks to themselves in some shape or form. There are two people speaking within you right now. There is the one that is endlessly talking, and then there is one who is listening. The one who is always talking is you subconscious, whereas you conscious is always listening to the subconscious and almost always agrees. Picture this, you're about to talk on stage of nearly 1,000 people about a topic that you specialize in. Your subconscious mind will start saying things like, I'm nervous, I can't do this, or what I freeze, etc. But your conscious mind will be listening. So when it comes to affirmations, it's about letting your conscious person to kick in and negate all those subconscious negative thoughts. So every time you have a negative self-talk, try and be mindful of it and negate it. Speak a positive thought. This can be in your mind or out loud. For example, you want to win that tennis tournament and be champion. You can affirm something like this: my desire is to be a champion. I will surely be the best in this game. Or something like, I got this. Therefore, in my head, I already am champion, and I will soon be one in my physical reality. Basically, what you are doing is giving your mind concrete reasons for why you are already a champion in the form of positive self-talk, which I think makes your subconscious mind accept the idea faster. To be honest, you don't need to affirm in front of the mirror or robotically just to convince your mind you have it. You don't affirm to convince yourself that you have it. You affirm it because you do already have it. The item is already ordered and it is yours. Because of that, you can also affirm by being grateful. For example, thank you, God, for giving me an opportunity to be a tennis champion. Again, you just need to understand the law and how it works, and you'll know that you already are champion, and that can make you feel grateful for it even before it happens in your reality. So now hopefully you understand why you can affirm something with I am, but also feel like it's already yours instead of just feeling lack of it or trying to convince yourself of having it. In the end, it is a fact that affirming something with understanding, faith, and conviction will be accepted by your subconscious mind much faster than affirming something which you don't even believe. Another great way to do affirmations is to affirm some of your favorite quotes, perhaps from the Bible or some self-improvement books. When I'm feeling down, I read my favorite Bible quotes, or I go back to the books I read and read sentences I underlined. It really helps you bring your faith back, and is actually building a new beliefs if you read it often enough. Affirmations don't need to be only in the form of I am. You can affirm some quotes to bring your focus from negative things you're thinking about back to positive things. Method number 2, visualization. Now this can also be effortless. Visualization is the same as imagination. We were taught to use our imagination as kids, so this should not be hard. Visualize things like it's normal, like it's nothing special and it's your everyday life. The reason for this is that it is a bit difficult to imagine how exactly you would feel if you got something you desired for a long time. If you have to visualize it like you already have it, then it would be normal for you. Emotions will come with it naturally. For example, think about something you have right now that you wanted so badly before. For example, your phone, shoes, laptop, PC, car, or something like that. When you first got that phone, you so badly wanted, you were probably so careful not to drop it. You put it down really slow. You took care of its battery by not charging it all the way to 100% and shit like that. Now, a few months or years later, you are throwing it on your bed, it falls down from your pocket, but you are like, whatever, it didn't break, so it's fine. You don't care about battery health anymore, phone case is all broken and ugly, etc. But you are grateful for that phone. But if someone was to ask you, how do you feel about having your phone? You would probably say that you don't feel anything, really. Yeah, you're grateful for that phone, but you just have it. It is sometimes you take for granted because it is normal. It is normal for you to have your phone, clothes, car, etc. And you are grateful for those things, but let's be honest, you are not too pumped about them. Same thing is for your desires. When you get them, you'll be happy and hyped, but after a very short time, it will be just something that is normal in your life, and you're going to live with that attitude. Human mind is like that. Even if you desire $10 million right now, if you were to get it, you'll maybe think it's actually not that much money, and you probably want 50 million next. That is because our brains are goal-seeking machines. Your brain is constantly looking for some goals to achieve. So what I'm trying to say is when you affirm, be grateful, but when you visualize it like it's normal for you, like it's nothing special and it's your everyday life. Do that and your mind will accept those pictures and scenes quicker because it's normal for you, it's already yours, and it will actually make you feel the certain way because you're not forcing your emotions, which is also a mistake a lot of people make. I spent a lot of time visualizing how I would feel the moment I get my desire, but don't do that. While it is not wrong to visualize that moment and it absolutely can't hurt trying, I think it's better to visualize already having that thing for some time, as I said, when it becomes normal part of your life. In sports, when players or teams win the trophy, some people cry, some people laugh, some can't really believe it. It's maybe stupid to predict that feeling because it all depends on the moment, to be honest. No one knows how exactly they will feel in those moments. I actually think it is one of the biggest mistakes I've made in my journey because I sometimes felt so frustrated for not being able to predict those feelings or decide what those emotions would be. It all depends on your desire, really, how big it is and the type of that desire. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm just saying that for you, it's maybe better to visualize it as a normal, everyday thing in your life because that is easier for me. Now, I want to say why I think affirmations and visualization are two best methods plus vision boards. It is because literally everyone uses them consciously or unconsciously. Other methods are not used by everyone. Think about Kobe Bryant. Do you think he used water method? Of course he didn't. He had faith. He put in the work. He talked trash and was saying he is the best player in the world, which he believed, and he probably always visualized hitting the game, winning shots, winning the trophies, receiving the awards, etc. Every professional sports player, entrepreneur, or successful person used this method since they were little kids. Not only them, everyone uses it. It's just that they use it in a positive way for their own good, while most of the people think and talk negatively about themselves and use their imagination to visualize scenarios that make them anxious and nervous. Am I saying that you should use only these three methods and not use others? No. Use whatever works best for you. I just want you to understand that it's not the methods that make things possible, it's your faith and attitude. You can get anything without using any methods. It's just that it's human nature to think about the things we want, and self-talk and visualization are two easiest, quickest, and most basic ways to do that. And you probably do that automatically after thinking about your desire. Also, if you need, take a break from learning law of attraction. I recently watched one of the videos from Neuro Knowledge on YouTube. Check some of his videos if you want. He has some interesting things to say. And he said something that really clicked for me. He talked about analysis paralysis. That is basically reading the books or watching the videos all the time because you feel that you don't know enough, that you are missing that final piece of information that will connect all the dots and finally enable you to manifest anything you want. Also, one of the biggest mistakes I've made in my journey, it is fine to read new books. I've read over 50, some of them up to 30 plus times. It is fine to watch more videos. Everyone teaches this subject in their own way so you can hear new angles and details from them. But don't think that you are missing something. Almost anything you need is in this post, as I try to really include everything. If it's not, it's in the few books that I always recommend. I'll write them in the end of the post. So yeah, take a break if you need. Too much information can be overwhelming. 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever it is, I guarantee you, You'll feel fresh and rested in your mind.